welcome back to Nash Vlog. So it is 7:20 right now and I'm going to be making dinner, and we have a lot of leftover food that we had from lunchtime. So I don't want this to go to waste, so I'm going to be using it, to recreate something for the family this evening as our dinner. And I wanted to share with you guys because it's going to be a special dinner recipe, since I'm just going to be using the leftovers that we had from lunchtime. So usually I cook less food, but today I cooked a little bit more food, and my husband didn't take that much, and I didn't have lunch. So when we don't do that, we have a lot of leftover rice that is always there. So I've already cut out my ingredients, and I'm going to just be showing you guys a little recipe that I use when I have leftover rice in my house. This is the leftovers that we had. This is rice. It is too much rice, you guys. This is enough for the three of us, and we have some chicken as well because my husband brought some chicken home and we couldn't eat the whole of it, so we have some as well left. And this is the curry that we had for lunch, but I'm not going to be using this. I'll keep it in the fridge and we can have it tomorrow, so I'll put that aside. And I've already organized my ingredients that I'm going to be used. 1 chopped onion, 2 green chilies. I sliced them and 1 came out as 3, but they're supposed to be 2. And then 2 tomatoes, and here we have our dry spices that we are going to be using. So it's just going to be a little Indian recipe that I'm going to be using. I don't know whether it's Indian or not, but because I'm mixing the chilies and these spices, that is why I'm calling it Indian. If it was in Uganda, like in my culture, we would only use onions and tomatoes, obviously. So I'm also going to be adding garlic, a little bit of garlic and ginger paste in this. But if it was here in my culture, we would only use strictly onions and tomatoes. But since I'm going to be using this recipe, I'm going to be adding a little bit of garlic into it, garlic and ginger paste. And yeah, that is basically going to be our dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much, we appreciate. And please don't forget to share and like the video as well. And if you've subscribed to our channel, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that whenever we make new videos, you're the first one to get the notification. So let us get started with our recipe. Actually be perfect for this recipe, but since I'm not having ghee in the house, I'm just going to be using our simple oil. This is refined oil. For those ones who are in India, they would be calling it as refined oil because the mustard oil is the one they take as oil. Like in my husband's home, that's what I've had. So since the pan is hot, I'm just going to be adding our oil in there. And we are going to be adding our spices. So the oil is already hot because the pan was too hot. So we are going to be adding our dry spices in here. At this point, we're going to be adding our onions and garlic. Onions and green chilies. And we are going to add a little, just a pinch of garlic and ginger paste. Let me add just a little bit of it. Just a little bit of it is enough. Now that our onions and garlic are cooked, onions and garlic ginger paste are cooked, we're going to be adding our 2 tomatoes. When our tomatoes are a little bit cooked, we're going to add a pinch of turmeric powder, a pinch of chili powder, some cumin powder, stir it a little bit, salt to taste, The rice already has some salt, so we don't need to add a lot of salt. Now we are going to add our leftover rice. So this is how our rice turned out. So colorful. Even though I didn't add any vegetables or anything else, it's still going to be so tasty. So that is it. We are going to be covering it and let it simmer for some few minutes on its own. So we are going to put this off. Cutting all the chicken, I'm going to be transferring it to this tray, and then I will just warm it in the microwave, and that will be it for our dinner. The chicken is already, so tasty. My husband got it from Carrefour. Those ones who are in Uganda, you know where Carrefour is. You can get yourself some. It is super tasty. I just love the amount of salt that they have added in there. So I'm just going to be transferring them to the microwave and warm them for like 2 minutes, and then that will be it.